Marvel has just released the first official Eternals trailer, and it has given us quite the look into the Eternals story. A lot of what this first trailer reveals is that this will be a bona fide origin story for this team of immortal super beings. A lot of what you can notice right off the bat is that the Eternals will be showing their involvement at different points in history and will likely show how, although they haven't interfered for the most part, they've gotten involved in humanity's dealings even if it is just slightly. They act as gods to the ancient humans, helping them progress and learn so they can advance their civilizations, but also at times appear to protect them from each other, as most of this trailer features humans fighting humans, at least from what we could see. So far there have been no deviants featured in the trailer, but it has been confirmed that these will be the main enemies to the Eternals, just as they are in the comics, and that from the start these will be who the Eternals are fighting to defend the humans from, both in the past and in modern times. But it also seems like they will be filling the role to help bring humans back together after Thanos' snap and people coming back to the broken world. So with that little bit of information revealed from the teaser, who are the Eternals and what hints does this trailer give to their future in the MCU? The Eternals have an interesting publication history that made their comic history a little strange as well, which actually does help a little bit so that the movie can start with something completely new and original to fit with the MCU. The Eternals were written by Jack Kirby as a response to being unable to finish the New Gods comic he created for DC. When he returned to Marvel, he started the Eternals and made them with a very similar feeling to the New Gods, but for the Marvel Universe. They came to the pages of Marvel in 1976, introducing both the Eternals and the Deviants. The problem with this is that the Eternals never really caught on and were not super popular with Marvel comic fans, which, as said before, leaves this open to a lot of interpretation for the MCU to improve this team, similar to the way that Marvel handled Guardians of the Galaxy. So the potential is very high to make this a very popular feature for fans of the MCU. So, early in humanity's history, the Celestials came to Earth and experimented on the early human ancestors to create sentient beings. This ended up with them creating 3 different types of humans. Mutant deviants that are bloodthirsty and unstable, the Eternals, long-living superpowered humans created to fight said deviants, and normal humans, although some had been fitted with mutated genes that would one day awaken superpowers, or allowing superpowers to be found in individuals that met certain stimuli, or as they are known in Marvel Comics, mutants and mutates. So in a way it was revealed that Celestials are the reason for many superpowered individuals in Marvel, whether it be deviants, Eternals, mutants, or mutates, and even did these experiments on other planets, which was the eventual reason for the birth of Thanos as a deviant. In this prehistory though, the Celestials tasked the Eternals with protecting humans from deviants, as they had powers and lived much longer than normal humans. Originally they were not immortal and just lived very long and had very low birth rates, although over time they were rewritten to be immortal. Because of this, however, they did limit their contact with humans, watching over them and not getting involved unless absolutely necessary. Over the years, there have been quite a number of Earth-bound Eternals, but the main ones that we will be seeing in the MCU are Circe, Icarus, Kingo, Sprite, Phastos, Makari, Druid, Gilgamesh, Ajax, and Athena. In the MCU, it really does seem like we will be seeing more of their origins, their lives at the start, defeating the original deviants, helping humans grow, parting and going their separate ways over millennia, and coming back together to fight new deviants that return with significantly more power. While the teaser really does not give a lot away, it does leave many openings for quite a few possibilities we could see. One of the first things is that they will clearly feel like they need to get involved with humans' dealings again after Infinity War and Endgame, possibly because it might be revealed that Thanos was a deviant from Titan, as he was in the comics. It's also possible that this could be one of the first places that we see mutants introduced into the MCU, as the Celestials are the cause for mutations as stated before. We will also be seeing Dane Whitman or the Black Knight, who will be more likely a hero than a villain as his uncle was originally. Although we may see that whole origin story play out, as there has been no confirmation that Dane suits up with the Ebony Blade. So it's possible that his uncle fights with the Deviants against the Eternals and then asks Dane to restore his honor, allowing Dane to take up the mantle of the Black Knight. And because the Black Knight has little to do with the Eternals in the comics, it leaves many openings for just about anything to happen with the new team. And then on top of all this, the Eternals opens doors to how magic and science work and are related in the MCU, as the Eternals have celestial granted cosmic powers, on top of being technologically advanced to humans. So there may be more revelations of how powers work in the MCU, with heroes like Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, Thor, and Asgard, and maybe even Doctor Strange. Especially because he is traveling across the multiverse very soon, and that is usually a scientific and magical feat. So, although over the years the Eternals have not been the most popular comic book series, Marvel Studios seems to be trying to bring this team together with a fair amount of hype and ambiguity to get us excited for this new theatrical retelling of these immortal godlike heroes. And with little info other than some of the basics, it really keeps us guessing just what we will see in this new addition to the MCU that has actually existed in the background for many years. What did you think of this new trailer for the Eternals, and what do you think we will be seeing in this new and possibly very different origin story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and then like this video and subscribe to the Marvelous Wave to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.